So we are going to be looking at a scenario where civilization starts over. In the last episode, we saw more countries unionizing and joining unions. We also saw the full Germanic rebellion group up and start invading down into Italy, as well as this big army from outer space coming closer. If you guys enjoyed this series, make sure to like and subscribe. And let's go ahead and get into this episode. In the last episode, towards the end, I teased the Turkish Civil War. And the same thing that happened to Germany is now happening to Turkey. But worse, this rebellion has taken place in their capital city. The Diamond Alliance stuck around after World War V, but all of the Diamond Alliance members, they never thought they'd have to fight another war. So the conscripts they do have are not very strong, and this rebellion is going to quickly connect up all of its land with the main area. Also going to invade into this Greek area. Cyprus is like, yeah, no, I'm out. Along with a lot of these areas out here. And the rest falls to the rebellion. Turkey, a great power, one of the strongest countries in the world, has collapsed. This ends with the Cypriots getting independence, moving their capital city back to where it used to be, but instead of being expansionist. This is the Cypriot Union. And with the new government of Iraq, they're keen to join, along with this country. The Cypriots are back, but in a different way. They're not expansionists, they want to help out. Caucasia is even thinking about joining. The world is shocked by what just happened. And the Diamond Alliance members are going to call Cyprus mainly a murderer. But it wasn't their fault. And the Diamond Alliance knows that. Over in Asia, we see this country uniting with the Asian Union. And Taiwan is even thinking about joining at this point. This northern Japanese country is going to go ahead and unite with Korea. And even the Siberian team is thinking about joining up with the Asian Union. Now going back down over to the Cypriots. You guys really thought they were going to stay. This new Turkish rebellion moves into Cypriot territory. And the Cypriots, they fight back, but this Turkish rebellion is stronger than most of the other rebellions that the world has faced so far. The Germanic one is the strongest, but they are definitely the second strongest rebellion. They aren't able to make it onto the Cypriot island, but they're continuing to move through this territory. And soon enough, this whole country up here that just united with the Cypriots is going to fall, as well as their coastal access with the Cypriot island. And there's nothing the Cypriot armies that are stranded down here can do besides flee into surrounding nations, as it all falls over to the Turkish rebellion. The Turkish can't really go after the island. They aren't super good with naval stuff. So the island is going to be fine. The Cypriots are still going to exist on the island, unless I do a funny. And by funny, I mean sink the island. Just kidding, I would never do that, totally. The next thing we see happening is this brown country right here. They're going to be unionizing with the Caucasians. This is for safety against this Uzbekistan, rebellion. And next, we see the Diamond Alliance breaking up. The Diamond Alliance, or WIMP, known as, is going to disband, and this is because there's really no need for it. The Mediterranean is filling back up once again. And they just don't really feel the need for WIMP to exist, and if these countries in WIMP really wanted to, they can just join up with the Octagonal Alliance. And that is what Egypt is going to do, as well as Sudan and Libya. So already 3 members of the old WIMP Alliance join up with the Octagonal. Caucasia also joins up, but everyone else is pretty much not joining yet. Adaria is kind of going behind their old allies' backs by invading Carthage. But no one's really going to know that they invaded. Adaria's just going to go out and say, Carthage united with us. Sicily's going to go over to the pink team. And because of this fear, this red team is going to unite with Libya. And the people of the Carthaginian country are not going to be allowed to speak what they actually want to say because Adaria is not letting them. Adaria is and will always be an evil country. The African Union gets a new alliance member in which this teal country is going to join up with the African Union. And Africa looks like it could be very well united, at least in all of this area down over here. All this could join up with the African Union very soon. The same thing over here. In fact, we actually see the pink team joining up with Brazil. And Argentina is very close to fulfilling the papers to join up with the Brazilian Union. Up in Ukraine, we see this like peach team joining up with Ukraine, and then we see the green team also joining up as well. So we now have like the Ukrainian Union. Up over here, we see Sami joining up with the Scandinavian Union. And finally, the Scandinavian Union is becoming a really dominant country in the world again. It has a lot of control over the Baltic, and soon enough, these two may choose to join up with the Scandinavian Union. But now we need to discuss some stuff happening down in the Italian peninsula. First, Sardinia. I forgot to map it out, like when the peace treaty happened. So, it's going to be going to the pink team. The pink team was really quick to claim this area, and that is because they want the red Italian Union, or just the red Italians, back. They want a united Italy, and by being the strongest country over in this area besides this Germanic team, they send flyers out, or they go to each one of the nation's capitals, and they ask, do you want to reunite the red Italian Union? But this time we won't be expansionist. We need protection against these Germanics. And pretty much, these two agree. So as we're about to see the Union of Italy happen, the Egyptians and the Octagonal Alliance declare war on Italy. You are not allowed to unite. This purple team right here is going to make a move onto the Italian peninsula, capturing lands that used to be a part of them. They move throughout this area and capturing the capital city of the pink Italian country. Then, in a sad moment, the old capital of the red Italian country is taken by the Germanic forces, and almost immediately, the pink team surrenders. They didn't even get a chance to unionize like the other countries in the world. They are forbidden from uniting, and now because of that, the old capital of the red Italians is taken. And even worse now, this Germanic rebellion starts an invasion into France. This invasion is swift as this rebellion is getting new supplies that really the world has never seen before. They didn't used to have this supplies, but now they're like absolutely destroying the French. Cutting off Brittany from the rest of the French area, the French are being invaded, and soon enough all of this is going to fall. Not even one of the most fortified cities in the world can withstand this rebellion. The same thing happens on the British Isles. These two, the Cornwall and the Blue Country over here, get invaded. The German rebellion is growing very quickly, and they're just not stopping. As we can see them invading into this new red country right here, taking it all over. Over in the Italian peace treaty, we see the purple team annexing southern Italy, with Sicily going over to Libya, and Sardinia going over to Iberia. Iberia also goes up and takes Corsica. Italy is forbidden from uniting. The Asian Union is pissed at the Octagonal Alliance for letting this happen. Why are you not letting them unite? But over in the Polish team, they're sending spies into the Germanic nation. Some of the spies follow this Germanic people over into this one little solid area where no one really lives. It's just a big forest, and if there isn't a forest here in real life, I do not care. This area right here is a spot where a meeting is being held. And up until this moment, the whole world just thought that these things were just outer space things. But they actually talk. At least they think they do. They can't understand it. But everything that's here are a bunch of different people from all the rebellions around the world. The ones in Indonesia, India, Turkey, are all meeting up inside of this Dutch area. And like I said, the Polish cannot understand what they're saying, but it is at that moment where a meteorite crashes into this part of the Germanic team, and new things pop out. New things that the Polish have never seen before. As these Polish spies are heading back to the Polish capital, every single rebellious state unites together, or every single outer space country, they all unite underneath the Germanic name. And then start invading Poland. Start invading down into the Italian peninsula, taking it all. Sicily, crossing over and taking the capital city of the purple team. Invading into Slovenia. The Germanic states, or not just the Germanic state, The alien nations of the world come together to wipe out Earth. The Indian ones start invading into the Asian Union. Even though the Asian Union had thousands and thousands and thousands of troops stacked on this border, they are being relentlessly pushed back by the Indians. These guys are stopping at nothing. As the capital of this Cyan team is taken, soon enough the whole country falls immediately. The Asian Union checks the meteorite shower that's approaching Earth. It is really close. This whole thing was a plan with these outer space nations to invade into these little nations, to invade right now. Forgot about the Uzbekistan nation. This is so that way they can distract the world from this giant meteorite shower. The world did not see this coming at all. So this was a big brain move right there. As they move up and capture the capital city of nations that aren't even in the Octagonal Alliance. World War VI is here. Only about 10 years, not even, only about 5 years after World War V has ended. As these life forms get closer and closer to Earth. The meteor shower is upon us, and welcome to World War VI. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.